Salesforce announced their Q4 25 earnings. Daniel, how they do,
Is
buddy?
this the last topic? Is this 9?
Yeah.
Get through 9. Jeez, good for us. Yeah. So Salesforce. um, so they are. Let's just say this: the numbers did not make people happy. The revenue growth, the guide. Mark, I was actually cited on CNBC Money Movers today, asking. I got asked by a CNBC. Seema Modi asked me. She said, is this Mark's obsession with Microsoft? Kind of asked me like in some way or another if it was healthy. And I basically said like, look, Mark he's a force of nature. Like his personality is he wants to slow down. People go to Microsoft, they never leave, so anything to get people to pause is probably in his best interest. Do some shareholders probably not love the go negative strategy? I mean, yeah, of course, some people don't like that, but I don't think Mark's ever truly cared. I think Mark wants to build the best business he can, and he believes right now that that's his fiduciary. Not making an excuse, just that's my take on it. The good thing though is that they did break out some of the growth around Data Cloud and the Agent Force. You're talking about thousands of customers. You're talking about real strength there. This is a situation now where legacy Salesforce platform, and no one likes the word legacy, but let's just say that the core user base of Salesforce, it's all about conversion here, Pat. It's all about moving them to Data Cloud, moving them to Agent Force, moving them, they're Hyperforce. They had announced a big partnership with Google this quarter. But their Data Cloud business plan was up to $900 million. It was 120% year over year. I mean, so the point is, and I think they said they got 5,000 closed Agent Force deals and 3,000 contracts. So revenue's growing slower, but this is also part of that sort of infrastructure to service consumption gap that I opine on just constantly. Like the fact that we're building these cities of the future with data centers has not really converted to meaningful revenue on the software side. There's been a lot of consulting contracts and service contracts to do the build out, but like if you look at Oracle, you look at SAP, you look at Salesforce, you look at a lot of the software companies, their ability to really articulate the AI impact on revenue has been somewhat difficult to do. Is it making them more sticky? Does it make the software more usable? But here is what's going to happen: is companies are going to move to more efficient agentic tools that are going to make them faster. They're going to make them smarter. They're going to give them better outputs, more productivity with less investment. But it is going to take time. And so I think there's a lot of good leading indicators in these numbers. But I think the problem has been is Salesforce was a company that grew mid-double, like 20, 25, 30% for a long time. And they've matured. And now they're growing at high single and 10%. And I think that starts to be, are we a growth story? Or are we a safety stock? Or what are we? And so this is a multi-quarter journey. It's a multi-quarter pivot. I think they're moving the right direction. But I think until they start having those big outsized beats, Pat, I think people are going to kind of wonder, is this transformation happening? And is Salesforce going to be a leader at the end of this AI transformation?
Yeah, a couple things going on here. I think when the first Agent Force numbers came out, they were incredibly high. And I think the expectation was set that it was going to continue. And this quarter, it didn't. I was on CNBC, and I was asked, it was interesting in the context of Snowflake, what was going on. And I talked about Salesforce Data Cloud. It is always a precursor to AI goodness, because you have to get your data house in order before you can get the best results, particularly if you're trying to pull different types of data to activate. So it was the expectations, and I think that got it here. I think there's a little bit of large numbers going here, but I just think this stuff is tough. It's tough to get, maybe those initial sales, right, where the trailblazers that will sign up and everybody knows each other and they've known each other for years. and implementation was just easier. And I think where we are now is, you know, Salesforce can find ways to make it simpler to get onboarded. And I know it's easy, it's harder than it is than I'm making it sound, but that's exactly what they they need to do there. I think Data Cloud was like $900 million.
As I said, 120, yeah, 120% year over year.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Um, so and Service Cloud and Sales Cloud are 8%. I think you hit it. Is this the safe cash stock at 8% or something different? I know Mark Benioff is not going to be happy being the safe stock. So I'm really interested to see tactically where he is going to take this.